Good afternoon, everybody. Just got out the shower, woke up, man. Just got dressed, I decided to put some pants on, some khakis on, because I'm gonna be up all night, and I have a feeling I'm gonna be working on my truck a little bit, pulling stuff out, starting working on the interior and shit. I want to get this fucking house open. It's windy outside. I can see it, the wind blowing the trees, and it's hot as fuck in the house. There's no AC in this house, so the AC that I have is opening the doors, the windows, which I like anyways. I can't stand my house a dungeon. It drives me nuts. You know how everybody else wants the fucking house closed up so nobody can see them? I'm totally the opposite. I'll go crazy. I mean, unless it's late at night, you know what I mean? And I got my woman in the room or something, you know what I mean? We're naked. You know, but if it's just a regular old day, I gotta have the door open, man. I gotta have the window open. It's just who I am. Would help if I unlocked it, huh? Fuck. I'm already thinking I'm gonna take these pants off, which I am. It got hot fast. I just know I'm gonna fucking scratch myself up trying to work on that truck. Which, I'm thinking I might not work on it tonight the more I think about it. I just woke up. I haven't drank coffee, nothing. I'm not thinking right. Because the guys still gotta show up, you know? I need to get it done, but we can do other stuff. We can do computer stuff or something. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some shorts. Oh shit, hope if I grab my boat. See, these fucking shorts got big on me. These shorts, I lost the weight doing the yoga. I had these fucking shorts on with Margarita. When I was with Margarita, these things fit me. Now they're they're not too big. Not like the other ones. Just a little. It's gonna be funny when I tighten these up and I fucking put the belt on, right? It's hot. I just got out the shower, man, fucking to cool off, and here I am already cooking again. Alright, we're good. That's all I need for now. I'm good. I gotta put some shoes on. Gotta get to work, man. We gotta get popping, you know? I stay up on this. What I do. That's why I slept. I don't sleep 8 hours at a time. I sleep 4. And then I go, 6, 8 hours, sleep 4, go 6, 8 hours, sleep 4. That's how I do it. I mean, obviously things happen. It gets switched up, from time to time. But for the most part, that's how I roll. Which, Mr. Retrospect needs coffee. I need to start drinking it, which I drank half of it before I went to bed. It's almost gone. Yeah, see, I only got 2 sips left. Make that 3 or 4. It was 3. Now we need like 30 more. 33 specifically. I doubt that's gonna happen. But I think I'm gonna do computer stuff. I gotta take advantage of it, I'm gonna be doing the car stuff anyways when they show up, if they show up, right? So now I got 2 things going on. I got a Chevy HG2500 that might be showing up, and I got a Chevy Blazer that might be showing up. So here goes my cat whining. I'm about to re-rock this coffee, stretch it out, And I'll add a little cut to it, you know. And then we're about to hit it with some water. Which I don't have any bottled water, it's kind of sucks, so we gotta wing it. Good thing the coffee maker boils the water before I drink it. My cat's hungry as fuck. I got you, girl. Hold on. Even though there's food down there, but that's all nasty food and shit, you know? Shit. I'll hook my cat up. This shit's be stinking, man. I don't know how she does it. Which, she still had a can of the other stuff, which was in the drawer and I forgot about it. Which I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna give it to Claw. Claw Master. Here you go. Here you go, girl. Yeah, she's doubled in size, man. Look at her. Like, I'm sure you can tell on camera, man. Since I've had her, she's doubled in size for sure. She's getting big. Her lungs are starting to heal. When she meows, she has a voice now. So her lungs ain't, her lungs and all that stuff ain't dripping. The virus is I'm happy. What was I gonna do? I gotta grab that other cat food, which I think I already put it outside. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty positive. I had it in this drawer so the fucking flies don't get to it. Yeah, I put it out there. Unless it's in here. So yeah, she's good. I'm pretty positive I put it out there. Yeah, see, I said it right there and the cats ended up getting to it. That's good. Claw! Kee. I'm sure we'll see him tonight. He came in my house last night without my permission, just came up in this bitch. Thought it was his crib. It's time to smoke, man. I smoked a couple hits out of that bowl. I smoked a bowl. I want to smoke another bowl and roll a joint. So yeah, you guys are with me for the night. Which I gotta unpack my bag. I'll show you guys how I packed it up today. That bitch was packed today. I've had that thing full. It's been like that. I'm surprised I have no holes in it. I've been waiting for it to tear. I've been through quite a few of them. That's my get up. That's usually how I roll. That's my preferred setup. That's how I like to roll around, you know? Unfortunately, I can't roll around with a shotgun 24/7 in the streets without causing... I mean, I can. I could walk the streets if I wanted to, but I wouldn't. I don't want to scare all the old ladies, you know? They'll be calling the police on me and like, oh, that's crazy. Timothy McVeigh, he's gonna bomb us. That's how they are, man. It's how people are, I swear to God. So stupid. Time to smoke. Time to get stuff done. This coffee needs to kick in. I want to get the fucking cord for this so bad. I have an iPod Shuffle still, man. I've had this so long. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember when I got it, but I couldn't tell you what year I got it. I had to have been like 06 maybe. Yeah, it was definitely 05, 06, somewhere around there. That's how long I've had this thing, man. I don't even know what music's on it. I can't hook it up. Dude, it's got to be some crazy music on this thing, dude. It's got to have some fucking 05, 06. I guarantee it's got like Mudvayne, that type of stuff on it. Fucking Disturbed. You know, fucking My Chemical Romance. I guarantee it has all that shit with all the thug shit, Tupac, Pantera. You know, typical white boy stuff, you know? I gotta get the plug. I'm about to order it. This is how it plugs in back in the day. It was a headphone jack, right? And then these older iPods, too, you could actually hook up the video through the headphone jack. You could play MP4s, man. It was crazy because, I mean, iPod was really ahead of its time, man. It was really, really thought out thinking, you know? I want to know what's on here so bad. There's a girl I remember I used to date, and I always used to have this on my fucking backpack, on my duffel bag. Which, I even had those old MP3, the duffel bag boys, the old MP3 players. I used to use those all the time. Gotta have it. Gotta have music, man. I'm thinking about putting this in my car somewhere as, you know, just plug it in and just have it laying around. And with a long cord, you know, old school between the seat, I can just leave it and just pick it up. And this is my remote for my music, you know. It's cool as fuck, man. It's just, that's all it is. Just a button. That's why I never got rid of it. It's always been my favorite iPod. Out of all the iPods, this was my favorite one. It's the most, it's got the less footprint, right? It's Unix, which I love Linux. I love Unix. You know? A toaster pushes out more power than this, you know? I don't even know if it works. I haven't hooked it up. The headphones, nothing. It's dead. How am I I can't charge it. I gotta have the plug. Or the base. It used to have a white base. You put it on the base, and I don't know where the base is at. I don't have one. I gotta order one. I'm sure it's only a few bucks. A few bucks is keeping me from listening probably to the greatest music of all time in my, you know, within my lifetime. You get what I'm saying? There's so much nostalgia on that thing. Which I bought this because, you know, Apple doesn't have your... I'm going to be picking up, you know, an iPad. Well, not an iPad, iMac. I'm going to be picking up definitely a laptop, iMac. And they don't have USB ports. You got to have this. So, got to have USB-C in order to have USB ports, regular use ports. USB, I said use. IEEE, that's what it is. IEEE standard. I wonder if anybody knows that. Computer geeks will. Most people don't. Where's my ashtray? I'm loving it. I'm about to get a McDonald's sponsor. I have to. I gotta find some type of sponsor, man. In order to sail around the world and do what it is that I plan on doing, the more I'm doing the research and stuff, I'm out my motherfucking mind. I'm off my rocker, man. There's no way I'm gonna be able to rack up that much money, within next year, unless my YouTube and Facebook gets monetized. It's not possible. Not right this second. It's not with just me. Once I get some people on my team and stuff, which that person, you know, it's tough. We'll just leave it at that. Oh, kitty. I love her, man. I'm so happy she's alive. She made it. She survived. I'm so happy she survived. She sees that fly. She's so intelligent. Like, you can tell all she does is watch me. Every move I do, she watches. She watches everything I do. She knows I saved her, man. You can look at her. The way she looks at me, you can just tell. She's absolutely like... She's so thankful. I love her personality. She shines bright. I know for a fact I'll be able to have this cat follow me like a dog. It's going to be on this boat with me. It's going to follow me wherever I go. When I leave the boat, this cat will be by my side walking with me for the most part. She will know. See, she already knows. She knows what time it is. She knows that I'm about to get to work. She's used to it already. She just sit here and she watches me program and do my computer work. Get it, girl. Get it, Mentora. Mentora. Get it, girl. Rico. 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 Baby girl. Alright, I'm done. I'm over here molesting my cat and shit. That's my pussy. It's the only pussy I got right now, so it's the only in-house pussy I got. I don't have no pussy at all. Margot's the only one. I haven't been with anybody since Margot. I won't be with anybody other than Margot. I can't do it, man. Nothing. Every time I think of any other person, I get sick to my stomach. I can't help it. Yeah. Time to smoke. A bud went flying. I'm so thankful for my neighbor right now. You have no idea. I haven't even touched a big bud yet. I still got these two little buds. I'm gonna admire. I'm probably gonna roll the big bud in the joint. I'm probably gonna wait to roll it. Which I found my letter that was written to me to come out. It's sad because he's been writing me, right? MLM Publishing, he's been writing me, and he's noticed the global climate change as well. It rained in LA for 3 days straight, which that is not normal at all. It snowed in the desert this year in Africa. The first time ever snow laid down in Africa, and it really happened. It's not a hoax. It's not some internet thing. It's really happened. A heat wave happened. You know, it's because of the way the cycle is, which I'm gonna be making videos. Once I already understand how they move, because they already know. They already have done this, which I'm gonna be making graphs, full models, 3D models out of Blender. How these cyclones are moving and stuff, you know. So I gotta get time in the bunker, you know what I mean? My boat, I gotta bunker down and visualize it and get all this data, you know, all this analytical data, and put it in my mind, and then start inputting it in the computer, you know, so I get the correct output. Because if I don't put the correct input in the shell, in the program that, you know, that it's going to do all this math for me, you know, that's why it's important that I find a good model too. You know, I'm looking at all these weather models that they have out that are supposedly the best of the best. All of them say, every company that's rolling out these weather forecasting models, you know, all of them are the best. Which one is the best, for real? That's what we're going to do. We're going to be testing those things out and figuring out which one works best for us, because that's the thing. It's not necessarily is which one is better overall. It's which one is going to be best for us and our equipment and whatever it is we're doing. And it's very difficult, you know, to set these things up, you know. And again, I'm by myself, and I have zero experience with some of this weather stuff. As far as hooking it up, you know what I mean? And like playing with, you know, the different manufacturers and all this stuff. I haven't done any of that stuff. You You know, my specialty was programming, right? I've always wanted to be a weatherman, so I mean, I have the background for it. That's not the issue. I've been studying weather. That's not the issue. It's just getting a hold of the equipment, right? It's getting my name out there, getting me out there where people actually say, okay, Retrospect is a weatherman. This guy knows what he's talking about. Let's loan him a $50,000, weather machine that potentially he might break. So, it's one of those things, it's hard, so you really gotta make the conscious effort to show up every time for your dream. That's very important. And one of my dreams is to smoke pot every day. Like that Blueberry Yum Yum song by Ludacris. Yeah, I want to walk through giant fucking a forest of marijuana, and I want to swing in the branch. I want to hook up a tire swing to the weed branch and watch my kids swing. I'm serious. That would be amazing. When we get to that point on this earth, we know we're free. Joking. I dream. I told you I'm a dreamer. This will help you dream. If you haven't smoked any weed, and you're a Christian, you're a stuck-up Christian. I can almost guarantee it. You go to church and everybody, you shouldn't be smoking weed, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not in love with Jesus. You're in love with telling everybody what to fucking do. You're in love with the authority. You're in love with everybody fucking worshiping you because you know it all. When really they all avoid you and you're fucking annoying. They only go to church because the rest of the family goes to church. That's why everybody hates fucking church. Because everybody's trying to tell people what to do. Instead of just blatantly fellowship. It's called fellowship for a reason. But most people that go into these churches anyways, they're not ready to fellowship. They don't even talk to themselves. I don't talk to myself. Everyone talks to themselves. What the fuck? I'm so tired of hearing that. That's gotta go. Everybody talks to themselves. It's called your conscience. Wake the fuck up. I want to fucking knock people the fuck out when they say that shit. Like, motherfucker. Fucking stupid, man. Because all they're doing, even though they're trying to be funny, right? All they're doing is spreading fucking stupid fucking negativity. That's all it is. Those people ain't going nowhere ever. So I don't listen to the bullshit. Jesus says it's what comes out the mouth. It's what defiles you. It's not what you hear. Therefore, I'm not going to repeat the words that this man said or this woman said. That way it don't defile me. That's what that means. It's not what you eat that defiles you. It's what comes out that defiles you. Jesus says it clearly. Crazy to me, man. And pisses me off because God wants me to do this on stage for people, man. I don't want to do it. I don't. I hate this. This is the one thing I don't want to do. I don't. Because I know how people are. I'm not going to get this. And I know that's why I'm getting on the boat. That's why I'm heading to the boat. That way I take myself out the whole situation. Just, here I am, boop, pick it out, boom, over here, I'm over here. All the stupids are over here, psst, drop me off on the boat. I'm away from the bullshit. I can talk to everyone through the fucking screen. So I'm making my own platform for people to see me. So I don't have to be on stage. Right? I have my own stage right here, right now. It's not hard. Remember, the fucking phone works both ways, asshole. I can put it in your head too. I can talk shit too. I can speak down on everyone if I want to. But where does that get me? Looking like a fool. Which people are going to say, oh, hey, look at this fool anyways. He's smoking pot. God damn him. Condemn him. Blasphemy. That's what they do, man. It's insane. Like, what the fuck? Dude, what did I do wrong? I didn't hurt nobody. I didn't hurt God by smoking marijuana. If God didn't want it on the earth, why did he put it on the earth? Why did he put it there for people? We got to eat the food. We got to intake stuff. This cures. This heals. You can put this in water and drink it when you have a cold, and it will get rid of all this, your chest pain, all that. It will heal it within a couple days instead of a week. It's sickening, man, that people try to control other people. It's sad. You don't control them, you love them. That's something I never got from my family, ever. None of them ever loved me. They didn't love me, I'm serious. They never gave me attention. I never got attention as a kid. Never. I remember it clear as day. Blows my mind. So I guess get the coffee, we'll go through the bag. I gotta get things set up. I want to start computing. I gotta get into computer mode. I'm kind of upset I shared my food with everyone now. Because I'm getting really hungry and I wanted to smash that whole plate of food, but, you know, Bill's family didn't cook nothing big. Those two, that boy and that girl that walked by, they're homeless. They're out there on the street, okay? Which they're holding themselves together pretty well for what they're doing and what, you know, lifestyle they're living. They're doing pretty good. I'm happy for them as far as, you know, they're not all fucked up yet, you know. I'm really hoping they wake up. He really needs her. If he really loves that woman, he needs her. That woman, but I don't see that woman staying with him. I don't see him, he's not ready yet. She's ready. She's ready to get off the street. She's ready to find a new man. She's almost to that point. Like, I can see it when she sees me. That's how she's googly-eyed. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because of me looking good. She sees what it is that I have. She's been in my home. You know what I mean? She asked me how much I paid a month here. She was like, whoa. You know, and then she's seen all my nice furniture and stuff, and which worries me, you know, like, I don't need them stealing shit, but I'm not worried. I'm not. But, you know, you can tell she's hungry for more, you know, and so is he, but he's not ready to let go of what it is. He thinks that he can do it his way still, right? He still thinks that if he does it this way, right, it will work, which is insanity. It won't work because he's butting heads against, he's going right against natural law. He's going against natural physics. He's going against karma, right? He's butting heads. He's being prideful against the one that is calling him. You know, he wants to be bullheaded and, you know, like a ram, you know, butt his head, you know, kick because the God is calling them in, you know, which men, they don't want to submit. They don't want to bow their head. When you bow your head in reverence to the ground, that's why Muslims bow their head in reverence. Because they've submitted to him. They're even though they might not be completely in a loving, intimate relationship with him, like I am, right? They're still making the conscious effort to spending 5 times a day with him, which is more than most people anyways. So therefore they're blessed just upon that reason. And there's a reason why Prophet Muhammad had people, you know, pray, because, you know, they practice yoga back then. You know, they practice all those spiritual movements and stuff that, you know, has been forgotten over time in a sense. But when you bow your head in reverence, right, you know, you take your hand like this, put it on your head, you bow your hand, you know, you touch the ground with your forehead right here, right? When you're on your knees and stuff, you'll feel all the blood rush to your head. You're on the earth, right? You're spinning, elliptical, right? All the blood, gravity is pulling all the blood down to your feet, right? Think for a second, right? Listen to what I'm saying. Your brain is up here, right? Think about this. Your brain is up here where all your conscious power is, where you think constantly, right? Nobody's taking the time, right, all the blood has all the oxygen. All your oxygen is in your blood, right? Nobody's taking the time to consciously refuel their blood, right? They're not putting nitrogen back in their blood. Glucose. That glucose burns off. It burns that sugars, those proteins that we eat. You need the oxygen and the glucose and the nitrogen, which is all in this air. It's called prana, which is God blew spirit into our nose, right? That's the air. That's the air that's around us. The more air you can get in, the more power you will have, the more charged up you will feel, right? But not only that, since the world is spinning elliptical, right? When you lay down, you know, when Prophet Muhammad said you lay down, right? The blood rushes to your head, right? You can feel that your head gets really heavy, you know, and you feel almost lightheaded. It's a weird feeling. You got to get used to it because nobody does it anymore. It doesn't even feel good until you start doing it quite often. Then it becomes like you like the feeling, right? But you notice it. You see how radiant I am? You see how, like, you know, like my body's so, you know, shredded? It's because I'm constantly bringing in air. I'm constantly bringing in oxygen, right? That's why I spend so much time. That's why I ride my bike. I run. I walk so hard, right? I want to get the air in, that prana, but you got to remember that the earth is spinning round, right? You're walking upside right? That's why it says you must be born again. Jesus said you must be born again because what position do you think a baby's in when the woman is standing? Or the woman is sitting down? The baby's upside down. The head is upside down. The feet are usually up. And remember how it moves when they get pregnant? You know, it evolves, it moves around. It does it for a reason. Because the weight of the baby, right? The head goes down when the baby moves in the stomach. The blood starts rushing down to the head. All the nutrients, all the oxygen, all the fuel and the good stuff, right? Helps those cells, you know, create it. You know, that's what it is. That's why you must do those stretches. You must do the yoga. You must flip backwards. You must bow your head. That's why that's why Prophet Muhammad said, at least do 5 prayers, because the spiritual is physical in a sense. They're separate because you can't see them, but you can't see spiritual. You can see God and everything, but you can't physically see it. You have to see it with your heart. But he said to do it 5 times because that was like the bare minimum in a sense. In his mind, right? In his mind, he was telling everybody to do this because he wanted his army strong. He wanted his followers strong. Prophet Muhammad was a very, very influential person. He knew this. And he took advantage of it. All right? Not only to show people God, who God was, but he also used it to religiously control people, massive amounts of people, which is crazy. But it's not a bad thing because people have to understand what Prophet Muhammad really did. Prophet Muhammad really took tribes and people of different ethnicities, right? Different colors of skin, right? And brought them all together, one united, right? That didn't get along. And here they are, coming to a mosque, bowing in reverence to God, right? To the true living God. That's an amazing feat. And that's what they needed at the time. That's what he was called to do. Right? Angel Gabriel came down to him and said, this is what you must do for God. You must do this. And it's one of the most beautiful things that have ever happened. Because look at how many people migrate. Look how many people move to go bow in reverence to our Creator. That's insane. And you got to remember too that they didn't have... Remember, God already wiped out all the electronics and technology they had before. Because they had it way before. Believe me, they did. All the other worlds and all the other universes, you think that they don't have technology? They haven't evolved? God knows this. God has protected us from them. It's in many books. You can read this stuff. Cultures have told stories over and over and over again and all these mythical things. That's why I love the Bible, because the Bible is the first one that told it in factual, true fact and a third person perspective of what they seen, what they witnessed. There's a difference. All these Indian cultures, you know, Buddhism and, you know, Taoism and all these other things that were happening at the same time and before, they, you know, I forgot what I was going to say. Frustrated. I hate having to teach people sometimes, man. But I know, I remember what I was going to say. They were trying to, so, you know, they're obviously influenced by the Spirit of love, the Spirit of God, because God is love, right? They're influenced by it. They're all having these visions of what is to come, right? But in their own particular way, in their own cultured way, because of what they know and see, you know, and their culture believes, right? Dragons and all these other things. So they explain it in a way for people to be enjoyed, you know, entertained, right? That's just how books are. Like the Lord of the Rings. What is the Lord of the Rings? I love the Lord of the Rings. I have the 3 books in my room, which are going on the boat with me. I read them every day. Like, listen, man, I read them so much. I've read this thing so much. Look at these books. The first one is the one that's been read the most. The fucking thing's all fucked up. You know, I read it so much. Like, you can tell it's, you know, but this is the Lord of the Rings, man. That's the Return of the King, the 2 Towers, Junior Tolkien. So this is basically the 3 books of what's to come when Jesus returns. That's what the whole Lord of the Rings series is all about. It's the whole, everyone that's the Lord of the Rings, it's really a sequel, a vision of what an entertainment, the person that made that, J.R. Tolkien, was born of the Spirit. He was born of the Holy Spirit. He wrote that so people would know how Jesus was in his own particular ways, so people would watch it. They're getting fed the Holy Spirit word without even knowing that they're getting fed the word. It's crazy to me, because, you know, when you're born of the Spirit, you receive this gift that God gives you. You start listening to music and watching movies and stuff like that you always watch. They have a whole new meaning. They do. And that's what's connected to the cup, and I pulled it, and the whole fucking cup just ran after me, like, came at me and scared the shit out of me. Which I wanted to pack this down so I could get a better hit. Because I'm feeling good. And I want some more coffee, which we got it. I want to listen to music, so I got to get my laptop out, but I can't listen to music until I get off the phone and upload it, because I don't want any copyright issues. Plus, I'm talking. I gotta talk. If I don't talk, I'd fucking freak the fuck out. I have nobody other than Jesus. And Jesus, all he does is tell me what to do, so... I love Jesus. I'm telling you, I spend That's my closest homie. He's like right, dude. He's strapped right next to my nuts. You hear me? Madchild said that shit. Which is my favorite fucking Jesus CD right now, called Blackout by Madchild and Obnoxious. The whole CD I can listen to on repeat. It's amazing. Every song. Look at my fucking cat. She's rubbing herself on my shoes. Fucking dork. Kiki. Baby girl. Mentorba. She just chilling. I don't give a fuck. I'm hanging out. So bye. Alright. So we're gonna get the coffee, make the coffee. We'll go through the bags. I gotta get it ready. We're gonna be riding out computer stuff tonight. I really want to make this fucking Spanish rice, but I have no microwave. I would love to make this right now. I'm half tempted to go to Bill's house and say, Bill, is there any way you can cook this for me? I'm starving. I seriously am. I'm about to go down there. We're about to ride out. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I need to eat, man. I gotta eat and do computer stuff tonight. And the only way I'm gonna survive is be able to pull the whole night and function as if I have fuel. Energy, power, which I did my breathing and my stretches, all that stuff today, so I filled it up about that far, which is 4 ounces of water. I'm going to pour the rest of this milk in there if it fits. This is going to go bad anyways if I don't drink it, and it will. So I made 2 cups of coffee with the milk Bill gave me. I made a bowl of cereal. I ate some shredded wheat today. So I had 2 McDoubles, 2 bananas, and a bowl of shredded wheat so far today. And 2 cups of coffee, and 2 bottles of water. That's what I've had today. Which, just rinse this out. I gotta get a shitload of these for the boat. You have to, girl. She can't smell it, man, so she thinks I got food. I'm about to give her food, and she's meowing like crazy. What? You're supposed to meow again. There you go. That meow, man, it's like, it's the cutest thing ever, man. And she's out of breath because of her lungs, you know? It's sad, but it's amazing, and I really think I'm going to open this with us. I'm super excited. I wanted to keep it for collectors, you know? I don't know, this thing could be worth money. I got it at a garage sale, man. I'm telling you, man, I've made a lot of money off garage sale stuff. We'll be doing it. I'm going to show you guys. Flea markets, all this stuff, man. So I got a lot of this. Listen, man, I got this computer for $50. You know what I mean? That's what it was worth, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice, you know?
Adam 99, both units are in the area.
Some people don't have none of this stuff, you know? I got a lot of nice stuff. That's why I love this little home. People misjudge it, you know? People think you gotta have a mansion to live good. You don't. You don't have to have a mansion to live good. I don't want all that bullshit anyways. It's tue much. I was about to say, where I put the rice? I just hit it. You gotta go eat, man. Which, I might as well bring a container or something for him. I'm gonna ask him to cook it with a bottle of water for 10 minutes. All he's gotta do is fucking mix it up for me and run it in the microwave. Though he has no problem doing that for me. And here I am walking from my house. See, this is what I don't like. I don't like somebody just run up in there, you know. Grab that real quick. But I know this area, I know my neighbors, and everyone's out, so no one's consciously going to risk walking up on my door. So that's why I don't close this stuff. There's Ryan hard at work. That's good, I'm happy. He's finally cleaning out his garage. He needs to. I kinda pissed him off a little bit on purpose. He pissed me off, so you know what? I piss you off. Now he's cleaning out his garage. He's so pissed off because he sees his error. He don't like me right now. He'll get over it. It'll take about a week or so. He'll be over. He'll be talking to me again. Listen, man, I've been through a lot. I've seen it all, done it all. Listen, your boy touched the money. You hear me? I know what $1 million smells like. And it doesn't smell good. It doesn't.
What up, Sonny?
Hey, Bill, I need you to do a favor for me if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can cook this for 10 minutes for me? I don't have a microwave. All I gotta do is pour a bottle of water in it and just 10 minutes. It's real rice, so it takes good.
You want to do it?
Yes, sir.
The microwave's right in here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, is your microwave on the plate?
It broke. So I forgot to poke holes in the hard-boiled eggs, and my microwave exploded.
The dog likes you.
Yeah.
She thinks you're okay.
That's surprising.
She hit some of your...
Zoe.
Zozo. She's just going to
It's
cook
okay.
some microwave stuff.
I appreciate you, Bill.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you so much, man. No, I exploded the microwave. Don't put eggs in the microwave and try to hard boil them without putting a hole in them on the top.
Oh.
Because they'll explode.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I. The whole turning plate blew out. There was egg all over my kitchen,
So
everything.
You can't make hard-boiled eggs in a microwave.
You can. You just have to poke a hole in them so the pressure can escape
Oh, the egg.
out of the egg. Otherwise, they're going to explode. And they hold a lot of pressure, surprisingly. Enough pressure to blow the plate. Enough pressure to blow the plate out of it. Yeah, you ain't lying. You see him? He's... We ain't got no eggs, Bill.
You want an egg?
No, I learned my lesson.
Oh, okay.
Which, I'm just gonna cook all of it.
Okay.
And I'm stealing 2 bottles of water, or a bottle of water.
You want some water?
Yeah, I need a bottle of water for me, for this. Thank you, Bill. I figured I'd come bother you. So this week, Bill, we should have 2 trucks in my driveway. We should have a Chevy HD 2500 in my driveway, hopefully. And we should have that Blazer in my driveway.
What? Oh, yeah.
We should have 2 trucks in my driveway this week.
Yeah.
Which one has a running 6-liter, which is the same motor I have, which will bolt to the transmission that's in the Blazer.
Yeah, we were at Dr. Frankenstein's all day.
I seen him. I walked by. I'm happy he has everything
Now I know
out.
why he calls himself Dr. Frankenstein. He takes all kinds of parts from everywhere and puts them
together?
makes one car out of them.
Well, that's how you do it. That's why I like Ryan. Ryan's smart as fuck. All those cars intrigue me.
It's a little beyond the beyond for me. I'm still used to just putting a car together.
Yeah, we young ones, we learned a lot.
Experimenting with, well, I take old parts. The most I've done is take old parts and put them on newer cars,
That's awesome.
you know, or take the computers out and put them back the old
Put them
way.
back together.
Yeah,
The old 70s style stuff.
'cause, you know.
I like all that old stuff. And I love this microwave. This microwave
Of course,
is
now,
turquoise.
I like the newer alternators that have the regulators.
Oh, those are nice,
in
yeah.
the alternator, or the electronic ignition systems. Take the points out.
You ain't lying. That
High
makes it
energy
convenient.
ignition system.
I couldn't imagine doing that, Bill.
I did that
Having
on
to
my
take it apart.
66 Bonneville.
How would it take forever to do it?
Oh no, you take a few. You just
Open the case, right?
Just take the old distributor out, put the new type in, and then run a direct wire to the bypass the resistor wire. You don't need that.
You don't need it.
Well, I had my resistor was shot
Okay.
on my Bonneville.
So
The damn car wouldn't start.
I was about to say, it didn't make it
change
start.
the whole resistor wire.
no.
So I just said, well, heck, man, I'll just put a high energy ignition system out of I think it was out of an Oldsmobile, fit right in.
That's funny. You know what? You just remind me of something. How people are stuck in their ways. They don't want to learn. So my boss runs Michigan Imported Cars, right? He deals. I mean, he's a millionaire, right? I was just working for him, right? And I just told him a couple months ago, about half a year ago, before I quit, that I had a 300 amp alternator on my truck. And he tried to tell me that I was lying, that I'm full of shit, that they don't make 300 amp alternators, that's insane, that there would never be such a thing. And I tried to show him, like, dude, I've had this alternator custom made by the custom alternator place on the internet, which I showed him. That starts with a J. They're Jesus alternators, by the way. But yeah, I had one on my truck, which is, that's amazing. That the technology, how Bill just said, he's amazed by the technology that they have these days.
Yeah, man.
And I love this microwave, man. It's so dumb. It's so this house, like his sisters and stuff. Like, look at these women, right? That's it. That's so his mom right there and his sisters, for sure. This whole house is so, like, it's built 100%, their family. You know what I mean? You can just, it's so awesome. It fits their style. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, is that a Taco Bell Chihuahua?
Sure, yeah.
What? Yo, Kira Taco Bell. I used to have one of these. So, if my stepsister's watching, which I believe she is, Crystal, do you remember when we got into that fight and you fucking, I threw this at you and the fucking plastic piece hit you in the head? It had a battery in it and it hurt her. She was pissed, man. Crystal, man, she was so fucking mad at me. She had the cordless phone in her hand, right? Which it has those little metal ridges where the contact points where it charges. So you put the cordless phone down on the base, it will charge. She fucking sat there with the base of the phone just cracking me in the head. You stupid motherfucker. Bah, 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 bah. Dude, she hit me like 10 times in like 1 second. By the time like it was over, I'm fucking bleeding and shit. I remember that shit. Remember that shit, Crystal? Fuck you. That just reminded me of that. I know you remember that shit. She had to have. For sure. Some bullshit. I remember that, man. I threw that fucker hard as hell, too. I forget what it was about. Maybe she'll comment. Maybe she'll comment and I'll remember what it was about. Why I threw the Taco Bell dog at. Get him, Zoe. Get him, Zoe. Get him. Get him. Get him, Zoe.
Get him, pooper dog.
Who's at the door? Get him. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Who's at the door?
Get him out of here. Woof, woof, woof. Pooper dog, get him in the head.
Definitely a pooper dog.
Pooper dog.
We're almost done. We got like 6 more minutes. I put it on 4 minutes. We're on this rice takes this is real rice. So, in Mexico, they don't have instant rice. They don't have minute rice. They fucking margarita. I tried to show her what parboiled rice was, and listen, she was right. Don't eat that shit. There is no energy in it. It doesn't fuel you. I've tried it. I've ate it. That white rice, it doesn't hold you over. Get the real rice. Get the real rice. Get the Spanish rice. Make it. If it takes forever to cook, that means it has nutrients in it. It's dense, It will hold you over longer. So that's what you want. Those, that parboiled rice, they broil it, right, for you. So it's already pre-done half the way. But what people aren't forgetting is, okay, you boil the rice, right? Now all the nutrients, all the vitamins, all those metals and everything are absorbed in the water. They drain the water, strip the water. They sell you the rice. They keep all the nutrients. That's the truth. And then they take those nutrients and they put it in cereals and other things. Facts. That's how they do it. Because cereals these days, like regular cereal, doesn't have enough metals in it for us to stay alive. You know what I mean? Our diets, the food is, they're genetic, all this stuff is genetically altered, man. That, people aren't realizing, these companies are going out of their way to keep us alive. So, interesting stuff. But yeah, she would always get mad at me. She was like, what the fuck is this? Now I understand why. I never really sat down and thought about it, but that's why. Yep. So yeah, get yourself some real rice. Spanish rice. It'll make you definitely, I'll do this. You see what I'm saying? I'll do this. You'll get that 30 pack.
Wow.
All the women will be.
What do you think, Popo?
All the women will be all over you, even the men. Which, trust me, I get a lot of men hitting on me. I can't stand it.
She don't like firecrackers.
Yeah, well, they've been going off all fucking night.
And all day too.
Yeah.
She hates it.
Yeah, well, it's scary. It's, you know, she don't know what it is. She just knows it's
She
loud.
knows it's bad.
Right.
That's all she knows.
And they hear them better than us.
She
They
knows
pick up on that stuff. They can hear stuff way better than us.
Bad.
They can smell better than us. They can. Hey, I appreciate you letting me use this microwave.
Sure will. What the hell?
I'm about to rock out tonight and do videos all night, right? And do computer stuff because I only have a certain amount of time to get this stuff done before I leave the house. And I gotta get you a car, and I gotta get me my truck running, and I gotta get a storage unit, and then we gotta go look at this boat. Those are what we're doing. That's basically.
Oh, the boats. The
Yeah.
boats. The boats.
There's one in Detroit if you want to go look at it with me before I leave. It'd be awesome. I would enjoy riding out with you.
Good, man.
It's in St. Clair Shores, so I would drive though when I get my truck running. We'll go.
Cool.
We'll take my truck out.
Cool,
I can't wait for it to drive. You gotta test it, right? We gotta make sure it's good before I take off to Florida for school and YouTube and
seaworthy.
that's right. Before I dip it in the water, my truck. No, I gotta make sure it's good for Margarita. Margot's wedding gift. So the truck she learned how to drive in.
What do you think about that, Poo Poo?
She's happy. She's just happy to be sleeping.
She's sleeping.
She's just happy. Zozo's just happy. Zozo. Zoe. She don't give a fuck about you.
She don't care about that.
I'm just sleeping. Well, leave me alone.
She say treat.
Yeah.
She likes to keep her eyes out on them cats.
You like to watch the cats, make sure they're staying out of trouble, they're in place. Make sure the cats ain't coming up in the crib. Get him, Zoe. Go.
Oh, she don't. She knows
It's
that
too late.
firecrackers are out there. She don't
That's what it is.
those firecrackers.
Yeah, well, look at she's sleeping out the window, like waiting for them to go off.
They're really irritating her. She hates them.
Yeah.
Those firecrackers are really upsetting.
That dog, man, one of my exes, man, their dog was so fucked up that the vet actually prescribed Xanax to that dog. That's sad because when I was over there, I used to take it. It was crazy because, listen, man, her mom, first of all, was a pillhead. Second of all, her mom was always trying to sleep with me. Her mom, listen, man, the first day I met this woman, right? One of my exes, right? I go up in the house. Her mom gets fully, like, undressed in her panties and underwear, like, straight up, like, her panties are wet. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And I was like, I didn't say anything. I just, like, yeah, like, went along with it, you know, I was talking to her, like, I didn't see anything. I went upstairs. I was like, you know, I said my girl's name. I was like, hey, I was like, you know, your mom was like, yeah. What's up with that? And she was like, what? Yeah, it kind of threw her off. And then she was like, it threw me off when she was like, because her response didn't match her reaction. And she was just like, oh, that's definitely my mom. I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. But they had so many pills up the ass, man. Fucking the whole cupboard. This whole cupboard was like this. You could open this cupboard drawer, and there was nothing but fucking stacks of Xanax and fucking other pills, right? And it's funny, too, because not only would I take them, right? Her mom would take them, man. Her mom did that shit on purpose, too, you know? And she was like, oh, this is a chance for me to get a whole bunch of fucking extra Xanax, so if I run out, I got backup. Her mom used to be bad. Her mom would come home and fucking pop a bunch of pills and fucking start drinking. Dad would just drink and sit on the couch. They had money. Her mom worked 24/7. Dad fucking worked for Ford fucking Motor Company. Had a brand new car all the time. Listen, this woman's mom would throw me fucking the keys to her Cadillac CTSV. Alright? I'd be up here out in the hood trapping in it. Selling dope out the window of that bitch. Driving around while my girl's at work and she don't even know. I'm running over here, dropping fucking weight off, picking up a couple fucking bags so I can get high and take care of all my custos so I can hurry up and get back home before she even knew. And people fucking, you know, like people think they actually know who the fuck I was and shit. It's just crazy, man. Blows my mind, man. Like people always try to act like they know me and stuff or know what it is I'm about or what I've done, what I haven't done. It blows my mind.
What do you think, Zoe?
Zoe knows better. That's why she stays out of people's bullshit. She knows. She knows code.
She's a good dog.
She knows God code. Don't say no, see nothing, know nothing.
Well, she says, well, if I ain't barking at it, I ain't gonna say nothing.
See? Dog.
Zoe?
That's dog code 101.
Yep, dog code 101.
Which is God spelled backwards.
Yes, sir. You know it. Right, Zoe? Yeah, I'm tooting. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Yeah, then do it.
We need a little bit more water. I think this is it. I gotta grab another.
Go water.
I gotta grab one more bottle of water for you though.
Okay. Yeah, good.
It's almost done.
Yeah,
That's why I came down here, man. This rice takes forever. I was gonna actually boil water in my coffee maker and blow it up, like what you do in prison and with, you know, minute rice, instant rice. This isn't instant rice. This wasn't gonna blow up. It wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be blown up till tomorrow. And then I'd still have to cook it.
I see.
So that's why I came down here, Bill, because I gotta eat.
Gotta eat right now.
Yeah, and I gave you guys, I split my dinner with everyone, so.
Cool.
Which I didn't even know I was getting. So I went down to go to Henry Ford, right?
Yeah.
I get that message for the transfer case, which they read my message and never responded, which I fucking knew was gonna happen, because it always happens like that, but I can't take that chance not missing out on money, right? So that's why I came home. Plus, I wasn't thinking, I knew CSL would be open on July 4th because of what they do. You know, they're making so much money in that place. It's hard for them to justify to not be open on a holiday because of how much money they make. So that's why they opened up for only half the day. My dumb ass didn't not think anything of it until I was already on the way. That's why I looked it up and it was already 2:30 and sure as shit it closed at 3. So I already walked fucking 5 miles and was like, shit, I gotta turn around. There's no point. Because I was walking all the way out to Westland to get $35 to donate plasma and then go get weed. Because I was out of food, weed, everything. I only buy enough food for a few days because I don't have... I've lived like this most of my life. When I travel, this is how I prefer to live. Ever since I left my mom's house and been on my own, this is how I like to live. I hate buying a lot of food because I've always watched it spoil. I never eat it all. And it's my pet peeve of mine. You know, unless I have kids, it's the only time if there's a kid in my home, then I'll keep food. We're almost done, though. Like 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes. Which I like this. Fucking, this thing's sweet. You just turn a dial, man, and just hit the middle button, boom.
Cool.
I think. No, you hit the blue button, that's what it is.
I don't know. Beats me. We ain't figured that damn thing out.
I just did.
Well, that's good.
It's confusing.
It's that young people's technology.
It's confusing, so to pause and cancel anything, you hit this button, but to pick the time when started, you turn the dial and you gotta push the dial in to start it. But to fix the time or cancel it or do anything, you gotta hit the pause cancel button first before you can pick a time again. That's where it threw me off. Yeah.
Salute.
Oh, look at here, fucking those over here drinking and driving and shit. It looks like, oh, is that cherry cola? Huh.
Club.
He's got that. He's still working.
I'm still nursing it down.
Listen, I bought him a cherry.
Town Club.
I bought him a Cherry Town Club soda when we went to that Italian bakery. He still has it. That's crazy, though.
Takes a long time to get it down, man. It's hard liquor. Yeah.
It's cherry. It's Michigan Cherry Town Soda. I love this guy.
Ooh,
it's strong, man, ain't it?
Damn good stuff.
That cherry is strong shit. You gotta get some cherry moonshine.
Middle Belt, right?
Yeah, Middle Belt between Warren and Ford Road.
Okay.
It's called the Villa Bakery.
Okay.
It's one of the best bakeries in this area, as far as the west side of Detroit.
And it's on the east side of Warren.
Yeah.
I mean, a Middlebelt.
Middlebelt. Yeah. Sure
East side
is.
of Middlebelt.
Across the street from Garden City High School.
Oh,
I used to
across the street from Garden City High School.
I used to skip school all the time at adult education. I didn't go to high school. I went to high school for 1 year.
Remember? Yeah.
That's why I joined the service, man.
Yeah, across the street from Garden City High School.
Yeah? Yeah. I love that
It
place.
was on Middlebelt.
Yeah. I used to smoke weed behind that place all the time.
I'm going there too soon. Go up that place.
It's expensive to go out all the time, but sometimes if you do it right, it's actually cheaper if you know what you're doing. Alright, I think we're almost done.
Cool.
I'm ready to eat.
Ready to eat?
I'm starving, man. I fucking love this house. You been in this house how long, Bill?
Since 70.
Since 1970 he's been in this house, damn.
Yeah.
It was the same way around here, like the area, like the houses, the same, you know?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except it's blacktop.
Right, I remember dirt roads back when I came here. That's when it was a township.
Now people race through.
Yeah. That's why we came down. That's actually why we moved here, Bill, because they had a dirt road. That's why we moved here when I first originally moved here.
Oh, pothole shit,
Yeah.
man. Woo-wee.
It was the farthest away, but the closest to the city in a sense that had dirt roads. Like we felt like we were up north without being up north.
Yeah.
That's how it was over here. That's why we moved over here.
Dusty.
Yeah. But then it changed. You know, they wanted more money, which they can, once they asphalt it, they can charge you for taxes for the asphalt. Then they can call it a city. They couldn't call it a city until they asphalt. That's why they asphalted
Now, it
it.
ain't safe to cross the street.
No.
You gotta wait, watch.
They put speed bumps.
Police chases all up and down the
Yeah.
street. Woo! Every now and then
They put speed bumps up.
I
It's
see
crazy.
Flashes of lights in the night.
That's how bad it is.
A car almost hit my house, but it hit the tree instead.
Yeah. No.
Crunch all over down at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Shook the house. Shook
I have
the
a friend that went up over a porch
shook
doing
the
that shit.
neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Scared my cat.
Crazy.
The cat runs into the basement.
I'm so excited. This should
I
be
look
done
out there
like.
and there's a damn